We had a really cold spell last week or so, but just before that came, and we knew it was coming, I went down to the woods and just gathered up a bunch of small tools, just washed them off with water. That's all I did, just water. Uh, I want to show you some. That one we'll look at later. I want to put it in my tiny tool pile. Let's look at that just for a second. These little bitty tiny tools are just covered with images. There's that little full-bodied elephant. Um, there's an elephant and a horse on that one. And there's a horse on that one. Oh no, I didn't mean to talk about images. I just want to show you that, and I think this will be a different video altogether. I have about a pretty good sized bucket of these tiny little tools, and each one of them shows cutting or abrasion. But we'll talk about the tiny little tools later. What I'm trying to give a demonstration of here is that these stones are just washed with water. But I will, I'll do my cleaning with sand and soap and salt, buff them up a bit, and then put a layer of polymer on them, and you'll find that it's really pretty easy to separate abrasion tools. This is an abrasion tool. This is an abrasion tool. Lots of images. I don't want to talk about images right now, but it's also a heart stone. But all the edges around it show abrasion use. This has cutting edges, sharp edges there. Nice little tool or something for that. Another cutting edge. Ah, nice little knife right there. Cutting. That may be cutting but dull, but I really feel like it's an abrasion tool. Well, that's a bone, but it looks like it's got some cool images on it. Anyway, this is what they look like from the woods, except they haven't been washed the way I do it, with a toothbrush and sand and soap and then polymer. So I'm going to do that. Then I'll be back. There we go. Folks, I have a suggestion for the folks that may not have any of these ancient tools or effigies. Take a friend and go to a small creek and have your friend blindfold you and lead you out into the middle of the creek and hand you a bucket, and you reach down there at your feet without looking and fill that bucket up, and then bring them home and clean them up. Or go buy a bag of landscaping rock. Folks, I'm sitting here trying to get riled up again, but I can't get it. Maybe I could talk without being riled up. Let me give it a shot. See that tool? Everything about that tool, the construction, the manufacturing, everything about that tool is all about that 1/4 inch right there. All of this is just fluff. And taxit or ergot, well, y'all know the word. I should get riled up. I'm sounding stupid. Let me try to be not. Everything about this tool was all about that little 1/2 inch spot right there. Everything about this tool was about that inch or so of crescent cutting right there. Yeah, the stones will be different. They'll fit in your hand different. Just look for the tool use. And if you find images and stuff, you know it's a tool. And it has to fit in your hand real well. And sometimes it can fit different ways in your hand. Like that's a real comfortable little cutting edge right there. But I'm sure I can flip it over there like that and hold that quite easily for scraping something. Nice little sharper edge up here. Now it's not sharp right now. I mean, it's been sitting around the ground and use and everything for, let's say 15,000 years. This is an interesting one because it does have these two cutting edges and it's held really comfortable like that too. And that shows sanding, almost a rocking sanding. But to make it simple, I just call it abrasion, as I call that cutting. Nice little sharp edge right there, or it would have been at one time. This is the first time I've looked at these stones really, really well. This tool held really easily right here. There's a sharp edge and a little, maybe even another sharp edge. There's sort of an abrasion edge right there, that little crescent. Both sides of those actually are abrasion crescents. This one was all abrasion from the very beginning. I say that because the elephant's trunk that are entwined, they don't have a lot of wear on them other than the normal abrasion wear here. Had they been a cutting edge at first, it takes away the trunk, especially if the tool has been resharpened. There's the use right there. The whole thing, just like that screwdriver, is all for that edge. And that edge right there too. Little crescent blade, straight blade. Normally they'll have an abrasion part too. Right there. That could be used for something. Well, lady, what a hairdo. Yeah, all of these deserve looking at more. This one I thought it was a bone, but it has all the makings of working, such as that human face on the right, that bird or owl looking straight out of it because of the way they did something there. Sorry. But overall tool use, the only wear I see is right there. It's even more away the color. It's held pretty easy that way. So it was used. It was a tool. Sorry, folks. I'm going to pause and have a Diet Coke.